I know for many people out there, law of attraction is something very far-fetched as an idea of um, sort of using this principle to guide your life further in the future and really now, even now in the present moment. However, I'm one of those people who's convinced that the law of attraction actually works, and this video is my story. 3 years ago now, it's 2015, about May or April. I've been sleeping for like the past 2 days. I have no idea what date it is right now. Um, it's it's the end of April 2015, and my story begins 3 years ago, May or April 2012, when I had been begging. Before then, I had been begging my parents for months to give me an opportunity to travel to the United States. They were saying no, and even though my dad, who is a lawyer, could afford that, eventually they said yes. I was being, please, I'm gonna kill myself if you don't let me, go. Of course not, but pretty close. No, 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 no. And so my dad was gonna pay for it. However, before the application was due, like 3 weeks or 2 weeks before then, my parents got divorced. I stayed with my mom, so I had to choose who to stay with. I stayed with my mom, and my dad was like, you know what? I'm not paying for your education. Not just because I didn't stay with him. There were other implications. There were other complications that sort of it really doesn't matter to the story. But he said he wasn't going to pay for it. My dad is a lawyer. He could easily afford that. Not easily, but it's a lot of money. $24,000 to put in perspective for that year of exchange year that I wanted to go through with, and $24,000. Yeah, I know, a lot. Anyway, so yes, he said he wasn't going to pay for it, and at this point in time, when my hopes would have been crushed if I had not convinced myself prior that I was already in the United States. Everyone was telling me, my mom, we can't afford that. The program that I would pay money to, that would send me overseas. So I pay the money, they send me overseas. They kept telling me this is not going to work, even though they would love me to do this because I would pay them. They said, we'd love for you to come. This is our interest, but this is not going to work. This has never happened before. You're too late. Because truly, the application is supposed to be returned in like, you're supposed to be really doing that kind of stuff like half a year before the finalization process. Uh, that pretty much brings out the decision whether you're going or not. Anyway, uh, so the whole world is telling me you're not going anywhere. You're staying here. In my mind, I was a kid. I mean, I was 16 years old, and the best thing I could have done is being ignorant, which I did, and therefore I was ignorant of what everyone was telling me. In my mind, I was already in the United States. What I did to convince myself of being already in the United States were things like I was writing letters to my friends in Russia when I was still in Russia as if I was already in the US. So, and I would put like American marks on it and Elvis Presley pictures and describe them how awesome I was over here and my life in the US and everything. In my mind, I was already in the US, even though the whole world is telling me you're not going anywhere. That's the best thing I could have done. Guess what happened eventually? My mom has this kind of job. She works, she doesn't work, she works during the summer, but she doesn't make any money during the summer at this point. So she works from September till like Christmas time, and she makes money, not the standard way. She doesn't make, that money. She doesn't have, how do you explain that? Anyway, she works from, yeah, September till like about Christmas time, and she makes the amount of money that she would make with all these months combined. She gets paid for like a semester. Let's put it. Yeah, she gets paid for a semester. She has never she never made money during the summer for some reason. Anyway, and this year, this opportunity came. Even though she told me she would not be able to afford it, this opportunity came. She got paid, and she was able to pay off my education. Now, just to let you know, the first year cost $24,000. We said, if it works for one year, why would it not work for anything else? So after that, we were able to manifest more money so that I could also go to college for the next 2 years. I've already been here for 3 years. So the first year was my exchange year in high school. Then the next 2 years were for my college years. I'm just getting done with my associate's degree this semester. I might stay for another semester, but that's a different story. As an exchange student, I have to pay more than the American kids because I have to pay the state, I have to pay the program that sent me over here, I have to pay the foreign tuition, which is now pretty high. Um, so instead of paying $20,000 as the American kids normally pay for college, I paid. I don't know why I just did that. I don't know why I just keep doing this. It just keeps coming out. This is really weird. This is annoying too. Stop it. Okay. Anyway, so I had, instead of $20,000, I paid. We paid. My mom paid. Let's be fair. She paid. She had to pay $36,000, which is a lot of money at this point. And again, my family split up. My mom wasn't supposedly having that kind of money, and she did. She made it, and she was able to pay off my education. So, just to put it in perspective for you, for the past 3 years, my parents had spent. My mom spent mainly $60,000. I'm sorry for my math skills, they're horrible. I don't know if it's 30 plus 20, 50. Yeah, about $60,000, which is a lot of money, a lot of money. And so at the time, to me, was like, this is not going to happen. Everyone was saying I didn't have anything at this point that would convince me, except for this sort of ignorance and being convinced of my idea. Because, you know, when you're a kid, you have this huge imagination, and this is partially the point of the video. Be convinced, believe, have this picture in your head, mental picture in your head, and things are going to come true for you. My next big step in my one of my dreams that I really hope is going to come true sometime is becoming a green card owner. Yes, this is not a legal document. It's way too bad to be a legal document. It's embarrassing. Anyway, so I printed out on a piece of paper this sort of green card example, and I put my picture in it, I put my name in it, and how it's gonna go, when I was gonna become, with all the dates and everything. So I was gonna become a legal alien in the United States. I hope this is gonna. I know that this is gonna work. In my head, I already am a green card holder or owner or whatever. And so, yeah, this is my next big step. Next big step. Yes. I'm gonna post a video as soon as I have become an owner of a green card, and I'm not yet. And I haven't turned in my application yet, but I know that this is gonna work. And this is gonna be pretty amazing. I'm probably gonna start crying when I post the next video because this is too emotional for me. And I have no doubt that the law of attraction works. As soon as I got the principle down, my life changed, and it's just, for you believers out there, law of attraction. Anyway, so just believe, and you're not alone. Thank you.